Well, I tell you what, guys, we are in a special location today. As you can see, I'm out of the studio and I'm on a really incredible farm, one of the biggest growers of broccoli and cauliflower in Australia. We're here in Werribee, sort of half an hour from Melbourne. The first dish I'm going to cook, I'm calling Broccoli Farmer's Breakfast, and for that, I need a broccoli farmer. So here we go.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, John, how are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
Guys, this is John from Fresh Select. He's the man that grows, I can say it, John's a mate of mine, I think pretty much the most broccoli in Australia. You and your team,
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, between the whole team, yes, my word. Yep,
so
definitely.
Across Australia, these guys grow the most broccoli, the most collies, or close to the most collies.
And overall the most lettuce as well.
There you go. So if you need to get a green thumb, come to this guy. Now, John, this baby broccoli is one of my favourite products. How often do you have broccoli for breakfast?
Mate, I love broccoli for breakfast.
You do?
In fact, if I get broccoli for breakfast at least twice a week, I'm really happy.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, I think people at home might find it strange, I don't know if you guys do, but broccoli for breakfast isn't the first thing that springs to my mind. Obviously,
no, definitely not.
You're a broccoli farmer. I thought, you know, if you were a bacon farmer or a pig farmer, you'd have bacon for breakfast. If you're a beef farmer, you'd have sausage for breakfast. So I thought, broccoli farmer has to have broccoli for breakfast. Yeah. I'm glad you do.
And we'll get more vegetables in our diet,
Exactly
Michael.
right. You may as well eat the good vegetables early.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm going to char grill these and then serve with a little bit of whipped goat's curd and some soft boiled eggs. So
that sounds fantastic, mate.
All right, let's do it. Okay,
let's go.
First thing we're going to do is the baby broccoli. Just got some extra virgin olive oil, give it a nice drizzle. We just want to get a bit of the olive oil mainly into the florets. That's where the broccoli will dry out a little bit. So a bit of oil into the florets and then just a little pinch of salt. We'll season up again afterwards. And sort of again, looking to season the florets because the stems aren't going to take on a lot of that salt.
Yep.
And then just straight onto the hot part of our charcoal barbie. Now, if you haven't got yourself a charcoal barbie, you can do this in a griddle pan at home, in a fry pan. You can even do it in the oven. It would just as easy, or on your plain old barbecue, just on the grill side. So really easy. I reckon it's going to take about 5 or 6 minutes just to get to the sort of level I want. I want a bit of char on there, and then the stem just to soften up, but we don't want to lose that crunch because you know this, you can eat this raw. Like the crunch, super sweet, super fresh.
Very sweet, yeah.
So I just want to sort of cook it till it just softens a little bit, but we don't lose that texture.
Great.
While we do that, we're going to do some soft boiled eggs.
I think I can manage that.
I reckon you can too. So 6 minutes in rapidly boiling water. I'll give you a spoon so you can drop them in.
Sounds good.
Let's do, the crew's hungry, let's do 6.
Okay, great.
And I'm just going to now tend to our broccoli because I can see some of it started to char up nicely. And so these bits are burning a little bit. I'll just move them to the side and just keep moving it around. I love char grilling all these sort of brassicas, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kalettes.
Love it, yes.
Just by adding that little bit of flame and smoke and char grilling them,
yes,
all the sweetness in them starts turning into almost like a caramel. It gets really intensely sweet. And I think it's just a way to make them go to another level.
I agree.
I think, unfortunately, and you'll know this because you grow them, some of the brassicas have been done to death by cooks in the past where, you know, you cook it till it goes grey. And that's why people don't like broccoli.
Exactly.
You said broccoli like this.
Can't wait.
Every kid's gonna love broccoli.
Smells magnificent too.
You get that sort of, that really nice sweet charry note. And you can see here the colour picks up nicely. While the eggs boil and our broccoli cooks, we're just gonna make a quick whipped goat's curd. So goat's curd, just 125 grams. And then I'm gonna go 200 grams of sour cream. So 2/3 of a tub. And then in there with a little squeeze of lemon juice as well. And I'll give you that.
Done.
You can use your muscles.
Done.
And we'll just go half a lemon squeezed in there. I'll come in while you're doing that, and just just want to sort of as smooth as you can get it.
Makes it easier
too. There might be a few little lumps, and the lemon will help. And while we're doing that, I'm just going to check our broccoli again. It's looking pretty good. I've just got some rye bread toast. You can use whatever you like. I think a nice sourdough will go really well on there. I'm just going to toast that up as well while we're here. So the guys are out picking early this morning, so this is going to be they're in by 9 o'clock. They can be eating this and
sounds good.
Get their day started. Now, John, behind us for a long way.
A few acres.
A few acres. There's lots of broccoli.
Yes.
So these little guys here, they look quite young. How long till we sort of, you know, seeing them, or how long do you harvest them?
Sure. So they've got about 10 weeks to grow. And they'll be in store in 10 weeks and 1 day.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's how fresh it is. So literally the day after it's picked, it's on the shelf.
Yeah, pretty much so. We try and do that as regular as possible.
See, for me as a cook, that's brilliant because it means I'm getting the freshest, sweetest most beautiful produce.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
I guess that's why I'm so proud to use this baby broccoli. It's such a
Thank you,
great
Michael.
ingredient. Now, let's talk numbers. How much broccoli do you grow a year?
So,
Roughly?
I think it's about 50 million heads a year.
Wow. So you grow
It sounds a lot,
two
right?
heads of broccoli for everyone in Australia.
Well, yeah, that would be good if we all did eat that. We could sell a lot more, couldn't we?
Well, I've got a mate of mine who you would love. His name's Tom, and I lived with him for a year.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, every night he would eat a health freak. Every night he would eat a head of broccoli, steam it, and just eat it after dinner. He was like a marathon runner,
Love
footy
this
umpire,
guy.
and he ate broccoli every night of the week. So he was helping out.
He's welcome at any time. We'll give him some broccoli to get him going, eh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are some people eating their greens, which is good.
Yeah, which is really good. Exactly right. Yeah.
And speaking of the greens,
You've done that justice, mate.
I think they're still going to have a nice little bit of texture.
Yeah.
We haven't lost any of the goodness. They're still nice and bright green. And like I mentioned before, when you do boil brassicas and broccoli to death, you do lose all the goodness in the water. So
Sure.
this has still got plenty of the goodness.
I agree.
There's going to be lots of flavour.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do, just to finish this off,
Yep.
I'm going to actually chop it up to bite-sized pieces because
Nice.
we're going to put it on a bit of toast so you can kind of eat it with your hands.
Sounds good.
I mean, if there's a cafe in in Carlton, this would be a $30 dish, but
Quite
we're on
easily.
the farm, so we got the broccoli for free.
How good is it? And not only that, customers are going to absolutely love doing this because it is so simple, isn't
Easy.
it?
Yeah. I think we've got one more minute on those eggs.
I think so.
So,
Oh, I see. Yeah, that looks great.
just want it nice and bite-sized so it's manageable.
Yeah.
Even if you're going to eat it with a knife and fork, you'd still be able to get little bits of everything.
I agree.
Okay, John, I think those eggs are going to be ready. They've been
Let's get 'em
6
out.
minutes.
Yeah.
So it's a nice soft boil. If you wanted a harder boil at home, you can go for sort of 10 minutes as a nice hard boil. Really up to you guys at home what you want. I like it nice and runny to
Yeah, so do
spread
I.
all over the,
So do I.
the broccoli. Now, our bread's done as well. We may as well start plating this up, then we get to
Let's
eat.
do it. Yeah.
So I've got a plate here. I'll put our broccoli on there. Now, the whipped goat's cheese that you did so well, John,
I hope so.
you have. So you don't need butter for this one. And this kind of works as a little bit of the glue. It'll hold the broccoli to the bread, and it also provides a lot of flavour. We spread that.
Look at that.
You've cooked a lot of broccoli in your time, I'm certain. These are flavours that work really well together. Sort of cheese, broccoli,
Yep.
eggs. They're all friends.
Yep. Yep.
And then what I'm going to do is just top the bread with.
Beautiful.
You want some of the florets,
Beautiful.
and then also a bit of the stalk because it adds a really nice crunch and texture.
Sure does.
We want a
That
little
looks
bit of
great.
both.
Yeah.
There we go. We just want little bits of our broccoli florets and our stems, so we've got a little bit of crunch.
Yep.
Bit of black pepper over the top.
Yep.
Then I've just got some seeds. So I've got some pumpkin seeds
Delicious.
and some sunflower seeds.
Delicious.
Now our eggs should be nice and soft
Yes.
boiled. They'll sit on the top there. In a second I'll cut into them and all the yolk should run everywhere.
Nice. Nice.
The yummy bit.
Great mixture.
There we go. Egg on top.
Oh, looking good.
And I'm going to chuck this onto our plate so it looks pretty, and then just finish it off with just a drizzle of the olive oil, just make it all shiny, but also add that nice little bit of pepperiness that the extra virgin olive oil
Beautiful.
adds.
Yep.
And then just a pinch of salt,
Nice.
mainly to season our eggs.
Nice.
Now here's a test of how I've cooked
Here
these
we
eggs,
go.
or how you've cooked these
Here
eggs.
we
John.
go. Yep.
There we go. We're going to cut
All
out.
responsibility.
There we go. We want that nice runny yolk.
That's perfect.
You can see that.
That's perfect.
Now I guess here's the test.
Wow.
You got to try it for me, John.
I can't wait.
Give it a go.
Thank you.
We're outside so you can get a bit messy.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Watch this, guys. So,
So this is it, guys. This is my broccoli farmer's breakfast for the best broccoli farmer I know. Here's the test. Yeah? There we go. If I get John's tick of approval, you know it's good. You have to try it at home.
speechless.